Hello, 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 my beautiful, beautiful soul tribe. I love you guys so very much. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. It's evening here for me, so I hope you've had a wonderful day. We're about to finish up. We have 2 signs left for this cycle of the zodiac signs. We've got Capricorn and Libra, so I'm just coming back to finish one of those signs up today. One will probably be tomorrow because I do have an appointment booked here in just a little bit that I got to focus on. Before we figure out who we're going to read for, though, Spirit's calling me to use my butterfly deck for whatever sign's coming out, so we'll see what that's about. I'm going to go ahead and ground myself. If you'd like to join me, please do. Just listen to the tone. Take you a few deep breaths. You know, imagine your happy place, and let's just kind of get grounded. All right, here we go, beautifuls. All right, Soul Tribe. Let's see who we're going to read for. Father God, Holy Spirit, beautiful archangels, ancestors, spirit team, thank you so much for this opportunity. I ask that you bring in the highest vibrational messages of truth, clarity, healing, confirmation, or encouragement for my Soul Tribe collective that we're going to read for here shortly. I ask that you put a white light of divine protection around myself, my reading, my soul tribe. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I ask this in the name of Christ. I love you. Amen. Okay, let's see what we got, soul tribe. Let's see, Spirit. Who are we reading for? This one. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So Capricorn, you guys are up last. All right, Libra. Okay, Spirit. So they're asking me to go towards my Butterfly Oracle deck for you, Libra. So we're going to pull a past, present, and future energy, and I'm going to expand on those. All right? Only take what resonates, please. Leave the rest, and let's see what message Spirit has for my beautiful Libras out there. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All right, Spirit. What is the energy of the past that you want to talk about with Libra? Okay, Libra, healing. So they want to talk to you about a situation that maybe you're working on healing from the past, or a situation that you need to heal from the past. I don't know. We'll see where you're at. I'm hearing you're going to be different places on the timeline. So some of you guys are already focused on healing from the past, and some of you guys maybe are just starting out on that journey of getting in tune with your emotions and your truths and finding forgiveness for yourself and others, you know, and releasing the past. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so that's the past energy. What's the current energy? Current energy, Spirit? Okay, your emotions. Yes, your emotions, Libra, in regards to family changes and you being an adult. So this is speaking of childhood wounds, Libra. Currently, you're working through your emotions around family changes that you experience, whether it's from your childhood or maybe family, your current family changes, right? And you're growing up, okay? I feel like you're this adult who's having to look back at your childhood, at these things. This is the past, right? So this is going to be probably an inner child healing reading for you, Libra. All right, that's kind of what I'm getting from this energy so far. So let's look at the future energy, though. Let's look at the future energy, Spirit. The future energy is volunteering. So maybe volunteering, we'll have to see what that is. But for some of you guys, I'm getting like volunteering. It's like you looking at these things from your past, you balancing your emotions out around these family changes from your past, growing up into this adult child. So this is like you coming out of the cocoon into this beautiful butterfly. This is a butterfly that's blue, so it's a butterfly that's got its truth, right? So as you're currently dealing with your emotions around family, you're coming up with your truth, and then Spirit's going to have you volunteer. I feel like this is saying volunteer what you come up with. Talk to someone, whether it's your parents, okay, siblings, cousins, friends, you know, whoever these family members are, or you know, it could be your lover, right? Whoever these family members are, there's gonna be a conversation or something coming up that Spirit's, I don't know, this volunteer means like doing it willingly, doing something willingly, right? So that's why they have you going through this process of healing from the past and looking at your emotions. So let's just see what we can see. Sorry for the construction, you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud on the video, but I don't know. It's like 6 o'clock and they're still working. This is all part of your journey, okay? Your journey of healing, Libra. What is the energy of healing from the past for Libra, Spirit? What do you want to talk? Okay, the thinking woman, right? So something you've been thinking about. Either this is you thinking about all of this, your past, maybe overthinking about your past, or you're thinking about a mother or a sister from your past, some kind of feminine energy from your past. Okay, you're thinking about in regards to healing here. We'll look a little more, and I'll tell you what the story for each energy is in a second. But all right, so let's talk about this middle energy of emotions, family changes, and you growing up like you're an adult having to look back at some stuff here. Yeah, and you're looking back at all the different possibilities. You're questioning why certain things happened the way they happened, is what I'm getting, Libra. Right? You're going through the motions of feeling your emotions. Right? Spirit's almost kind of bringing this stuff, I'm hearing. They're forcing stuff up to the surface so that you can see not just all the different possibilities, but so that you can see all the different perspectives around. It's like whatever you went through here that you're emotional about around family, you have your own perspective. But now that you've grown and you're like this adult now, right? It's like Spirit's asking you to look back with compassion in your heart and look at all others' perspectives too. Try to put yourself in your parents' shoes or your family members' shoes that you're having about whoever. It's almost like looking at the situation that you were kind of stubborn in, I'm hearing. Something you were stubborn about, but gaining compassion. So compassion is about being able to put yourself in another person's shoes, right? That's empathy. Being able to look at a situation, not just from your own viewpoint, your own perspective, but seeing all sides of how it affected not just yourself, but others, right? And what others' perspectives were. And so that's, as you do that, you're going to be able to balance out some emotion that you've been holding on to. Okay, this is all part of you coming out of the cocoon, I'm hearing. Okay, so let's talk about volunteering. What about volunteering, Spirit? What are you going to have them? Okay, volunteering to talk about these attachments. That's what yeah. It's you volunteering something to release attachments, right? Okay, so this is another thing, not just talking about these attachments, but seeing these attachments from your past and then voluntarily releasing them to the healing light of the divine. Voluntarily finding forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like without the tower having to come in and force these things upon you, like releasing these attachments. Spirit's going to have you're going to do this free, it's going to be your free will. It's your free will, okay? Anyways, let me see, anything else on attachments, Spirit? Anything from this deck on attachments? Yeah, you're getting intuition about what to walk away from. You're being, okay, so Spirit's talking to you, Libra, about walking away from attachment, and you're getting in sync with your intuitive gifts and trusting your intuition, aligning your heart and your mind, right? I think that's why they have you thinking about the past and healing your emotions currently so that you can trust your intuition and you'll know what have been attachments that have been, holding you in an unhealed energy in the past, an unhealed energy of the past that have been trying to stunt your growth. This is your spiritual growth. You might be 50 years old right now. I don't know, but this is talking about your spiritual growth, your emotional, mental growth, and you looking and thinking about these triggers from the past, not in an overcritical way, Spirit saying, but in an honest, compassionate way, a way of releasing it, okay? Not over obsessing and judging this past, but looking at all perspectives, all possibilities, all people's involved perspectives, finding, if you can do that and put yourself in another's shoes, that opens the door for the pathway of healing, I'm hearing, okay? So let's see what you're thinking about from the past, though, that I feel like you're guarded. Okay, look, we got guarded here. Yeah, so it's almost like Libra, you put on, you clam up, right? You're guarded. You're like this crab, right? You don't let anyone see your soft shell, right? They only get to see that hard shell, and it's got to do with boundaries that you feel. It's like you think you're putting up boundaries, but you're putting up walls, is what I deserve. Only take this if this resonates. This won't be everybody, okay? So please, Soul Tribe Collective, only take this if it resonates, okay? This is going to be like I said, a child, an inner child healing here. Yeah, confessions. You're thinking about confessing something, Libra, from the past. And Spirit's actually triggering you to make a confession of something in regards to the past here. It could be about a mother or you know, a sister. It could be to a mother, to a sister. It could be a feminine lover. But there's a confession that Spirit's got about the past that Spirit's triggering you to talk about, to acknowledge, to gain perspective about. It's got to do with why you're on the solo journey. I don't care if you're with somebody or not with somebody. You feel like you've taken a journey alone, okay? Or whatever this confession is about, it's about someone being on a solo journey, Libra, okay? So let's talk about these emotions and family. So I'm going to break into each one of these energies just to kind of get a better... So let me set those aside for just a minute. We're going to start. So this is about you gaining perspective from all sides in regards to emotion. Let's talk about that. So what is your current emotional perspective? What is Libra's current... Yeah, time out, that something may be done, time out, frozen, okay, time out, quit, something's over possibly. What is the other person's perspective that you're being asked to heal around? What is their perspective of the emotions? Guarded. So there's someone guarded. You're guarded, they're guarded. So I feel like there's two people guarded from one another right now, Libra, that are taking a break, right? They're not, it's like not sharing your emotions with one another, okay? And it's got, yeah, it's a connection, Libra. So you're in this connection, or there's a connection that you're thinking about here. Maybe you're on a solo journey, or you have a confession about being on a solo journey. You're thinking a lot about the past, okay? And you're thinking about being on the solo journey possibly. You could be in a connection currently that you're thinking about breaking free from, and because you're both guarded with one another, it's just hard to show your emotions to this person, right? You're trying to, it's almost like I feel like whatever's holding you back, I'm hearing, whatever's currently holding you back, it is the overthinking energy. It is because you are putting yourself in this lover's shoes, I'm feeling, but at the same time, you do want to go ahead and make a family change here, right? You're tired of being held back. Okay, tell me about family changes. Yeah, somebody's uncooperative. So you're in a situation where you and a partner aren't cooperating with one another. Okay, and this is actually triggering you from your childhood. Whatever's going on in this current situation is triggering this healing from the past. It's got you thinking about your childhood is what and maybe your parents is what I'm getting, okay? And it's all happening for a reason, Libra. Everything happens for a reason, babe. So there's you're in a family situation that you don't want to, either you don't want to be there any longer. There's probably a lot of, I just feel like there's a lot of cold emotions or no emotion at all, a lot of guarded energy, a lot of tit for tat, uncooperative type energy here, and so you're realizing this is an attachment, and it's an attachment that you've been holding yourself to for fear of walking away because it's got to do with your childhood. It's got to do with you being triggered about your childhood, and sometimes it's like you want to say that you want to do a solo journey. Maybe you want to tell this lover that you want to be on a solo journey so you can go and heal from your past, right? It's, that's something I've learned, Libra, is when Spirit's calling us out to heal, they will put you in isolation. They will call you away from everything that you're used to so that you can focus on you, so that you can focus on gaining your wisdom and crying and screaming and feeling good one day and feeling low the next and just working through all of that energy. I mean, it's a process that only you and spirit can do. And so I feel like they try to remove us from distractions when we're going through that phase. It's part of the awakening, Libra. Okay? And so you are growing up. Tell me about adult children. Right, you're going through a transformation. You're coming out of a cocoon. You're going through an awakening, I'm hearing. Yeah, and as you come out, your emotions, okay, I feel like you spend a lot of time, Libra, holding your emotions back. So as you go through this healing process, you're going to be surprised at just what you feel, right? The level of and the depths of your emotions, I'm hearing. Okay, because you've spent so much time trying to not let that volcano erupt, that as you're on this healing process, it's gonna erupt. You can only hold a lid on that volcano for so long before it's gonna blow the lid off with or without you wanting it to, right? Whether you want it to or not. There's a mass eruption of emotions coming out here. Okay, and it's got to do with your transformation, is what I'm seeing. And that transformation's coming in when you make a step, when you look at this family situation where you're feeling like there's no teamwork, or you're not ready, you don't want to cooperate because you feel like you're being drawn on a solo journey, but you need to confess this. You're thinking about how to confess this to this partner who you're guarded with. You guys are both thinking about taking a break from one another, is what I'm seeing. But you guys, instead of like speaking up, you're both super guarded, and it's coming out in like tension, right? There's tension between y'all. It's coming out in aggression, I'm hearing. It's coming out in not so nice words to one another, I'm hearing. And so there needs to be a break. It doesn't mean a break forever, Libra. It just means a time of separation so that you can both heal. And when you get to this level of feeling your emotions in a positive, the way they're meant to be felt, if you guys want to come back together, right, you're going to be, by then Spirit's going to have the job done, or at least have you to a level where you're understanding your emotions in a more aligned, a more mature way. And so maybe that's when you can start working these issues between y'all out. But when you're both guarded and you're both just sitting back and thinking about taking a time out in this connection, but nobody's really speaking on it, and you're just being aggressive with one another, it's causing fights, right? Because both of you guys need some emotional healing, you and this partner, is what I'm seeing, okay? And you're not going to be able to do it together. You're not going to be able to cooperate here. But anyways, yeah, so when you guys separate, you can set relationship goals. During this time of separation, you're going to find what you're looking for. Anyways, so walking away. Tell me about this energy of walking away. So your intuition, this goddess of the moon energy, is telling you to walk away from attachments so that you can get on your fated pathway. You feel like this current path, Spirit's talking to you about it blocking you, Libra. You're actually feeling blocked from your fated pathway. And you're going to have to walk away from this energy of an attachment with this current lover that you're guarded from, okay? Just take it if it resonates. This is what I'm seeing, you guys. Okay, you're having to walk away. I feel like like you've walked away from your fated pathway for an attachment. What is the attachment? What is the attachment? The attachment is, estrangement, fear. Okay, so with this coming out on attachment, this is going back to the childhood, right? There's a fear of being estranged. There's a fear. It's something triggered from your own childhood experience, but there's a fear of giving up, or there's a fear of this thing not working out. Even though it's not working out, you're trying to force something to work out, and you're holding yourself in an uncooperative situation, trying to force something to be something that it's actually not meant to be, right? And it's tied to your fear of estrangement here. That's why you're attached. Fear is an attachment, and your fear has to do, so maybe your parents divorced or split up when you were younger, okay? And that's affecting you guys a little bit, okay? Is kind of what I'm seeing. Tell me one more on the attachment, please. So you're attached. You're holding yourself to an attachment to avoid an estrangement, a breakup. And because of you're afraid to lose a firm foundation, Libra, right? You're staying attached to something because of the foundation that it provides. And so Spirit's going to search your heart in that regards and show you what you need to see. Okay, it's about self-sufficiency, I'm hearing. So maybe you've been dealing with some codependent energy, Libra. You or your partner, okay? There's some codependent energy here. There's fear of letting something go because of the way it's going to affect a foundation. And so it's not even about your soul. It's not about your soul's journey. It's not about your spiritual growth. It's about the physical, okay? And so Spirit's going to come in and shake some stuff up and get you on this solo journey, okay? And so that you can make these confessions to yourself, so you can get real with yourself about who you are, right? As a spirit, as a soul, what's your journey been about? Allow yourself to feel your emotions. Confess your own true emotions to yourself. This is how you're growing up, Libra. This is your awakening, okay? That's how you're going to come out of this overthinking energy. It's a process. Yeah, right now you don't have the tools necessary. They're saying, like, they want to get, Spirit's saying, I want to give you the navigation tools, right? But first you're going to have to let go of something that you see as a firm foundation that has a fear of attachment to it around estrangement, around a breakup or something, so that we can put you on your fated pathway. You're going to have to walk away from what you've been trying to hold on to so that we can give you what God has planned for you, right? You can volunteer. Spirit wants you to voluntarily do this, okay? They want you to, tell me about volunteer. They want you to do this. They want you to voluntarily do this. Yeah, take this doorway. Go walk through the gateway, the portal. They want you to do it, you know, come off the ocean floor, right? You've been bottom feeding, I'm hearing. I'm sorry, this is what I'm hearing. You've been like this bottom feeder, and look at the portal that's taking you up to the surface of the ocean where the sun and all the beautiful fish, all the different rainbow fish are up there, and new experiences up there, and, you know, but if you stay on the floor, it's just dark, and you feel pressure from all the ocean water weighing you down, right? All that water's going to weigh you down, and you're kind of stuck in this dark place. Spirit saying, volunteer to rise through that portal, rise up to the surface of the ocean, and take our hands, Libra. Spirit saying, take my hand. Let me take you on your look. And I love how your fated pathway is the surface of the ocean. This is where you're at. But if you take the portal, look, this is where you're going to be, shining bright like a diamond, right? That's what Spirit's saying. This is, look, the moon. There's a boat out there you could swim up to and investigate and see what's on that boat, right? But when you're down here, you're so precious. You got all this water on you, and it's so dark, and all you got is that one little, what is that, like a bench or something? There's no change of environment. There's no excitement. There's no newness. There's no expansion, right? Because you got all that water pressing you down. But when you rise to the top, look at all that expansion. Look, it goes forever and ever and ever, miles and miles and miles that you can swim, okay? So that's your fated pathway to be free and expansive and you know, not to feel pressured and in this like dark place of if you think about it too, the bottom of the ocean floor is a cold place, right? It's cold, and I feel like that's what's been going on with your emotions, right? Spirit's gonna bring this volcano up out of this ocean floor, and it's gonna trigger your emotions here. So you can do this voluntarily and take their hand, or there's going to be something that's going to come in here that's going to trigger and force you to do what Spirit's asking you to do voluntarily. That's how Spirit works, okay? From my experience. Trust me, I'm stubborn, and I listen to Spirit, and then sometimes I act like I don't hear them, and they don't like when you act like you don't hear them when you know you do, kind of thing, because then they'll come in and they'll shake your world up. But anyways, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys so far, okay? So let's talk about emotions for Libra. Where do you want me to go, Spirit? Hold on, babies. I love you guys. Is this the deck? We'll go to Divine Beloved. I wish that, okay, yeah, you're being challenged right now, Libra. And Spirit's saying embrace all tests. All right, so let's talk about confessions of the past, healing from the past, something they want you to admit to yourself. Something they want you to confess to yourself or another about the past that you've been thinking about. What is that, Spirit, for Libra? Sun, Moon, right? Okay. Grace, forgiveness. Spirit's saying it's okay to move in harmony. It's okay to forgive those things, those people of your past, those experiences of your past. Okay? In order to receive grace, you must first be able to give grace, Libra. Okay, and see something from a higher perspective, from other people's perspectives, right? Those adjacent possibility perspectives, and do it with grace, not resentment or unforgiveness, because that will hold you back, babe. It says in harmony with the flow, grace. Okay, so making a confession of forgiveness, to whether you're just telling yourself, I'm letting this thing of the past that I've been holding on to go. I'm letting it go. Okay, or if you want to tell it to your parents or whoever this is that you've been thinking about, right? Whether it's not about deservingness of grace, Libra, it's about your ability, your strength, your spirit, your soul's ability to be in grace, to give grace, to understand grace, right? It's not about deservingness. None of us deserve it, but it's given to us freely, and that's how we move in the world, right? That's how we're able to overcome and heal and rise, okay? That's why forgiveness is so important. That's why Christ, his main thing, how many, he said forgive, 70 times 7, right? Like always forgive. There's never an instant where you should not have the ability to forgive. And I know that sounds, some of y'all are like, well, you don't know what I've been through, and this person did that, and I know there's some evil stuff in the world, and there's some painful shit that we've got to go through, you guys, but it's not about the other person and what they did to you. It's about your soul's evolution and understanding and ability to be a divine being, right? Divine beings are the image of God, of the divine, who forgives us all. If he didn't, where would we be, you know? Anyways, it says, may I honor all the ways that your grace flows, so I move in harmony with you. Open me to trust and receive your abundant blessings in every way. So when you're moving in this energy of grace, Libra, okay, you are moving toward your solo journey. And this is about you building your relationship with you and the divine, okay, as you're on this solo journey, talking to the divine on this solo journey. But also, it's going to help you come out of this obsessive thinking. Okay, so let's talk about your mass eruption. So you're growing up to this is growing pains, yeah, to help you get centered, right, in your emotions. Spirit wants you to learn how to be centered and feel your emotions, not to let your emotions trigger you, right? Be actionary in your life, not reactionary, right? It says centered. I hold my center. Change me, divine, into one who holds my center in all situations, no matter how challenging. Fill me with serenity and calm and wrap me in your faith, right? So it's like this situation with this lover who you're guarded from, this person, you guys are triggering each other, and so you're reacting to one another, and you're reacting out of emotional triggers because you're not centered, you're not feeling your emotions, you're holding on and still holding on to unforgiveness from your own past, which is bleeding over into this situation with this lover you're currently dealing with, right? And so you guys are triggering one another in order to it's like, okay, it's like being triggered and reacting from a triggered place versus going through a metamorphosis, a transformation, being centered in your emotions to where no matter what this lover may be doing or saying or trying to trigger you in, right? You're so grounded, you're so balanced, okay, that you choose your reaction. Your reaction, you know what I'm saying? You choose your action, right? You don't let your emotions trigger you into reaction, but you examine your emotions in the moment and you choose an action of balance and grace and peace and harmony. Right? If you can shed being triggered emotionally, then that's powerful. That's your personal power. You taking your personal power back, Libra. And so that's what Spirit's trying to teach you, how to be centered and to take your personal power back from others being able to set you off emotionally, triggering you, right? Or triggering you by holding back from you, because that's triggering you too. You got somebody here who I feel like when it's like they hold back from you, and that's a form of punishment too, some of you guys. Or you could be doing this to this lover, or y'all might do it to both each other. Y'all become uncooperative, okay? Why is uncooperative here, Spirit? Yeah, there's some secrets. I rest in the unknown and burdens. So there's some secret burdens here that you're both carrying, and that's what I was channeling, Libra. So you're both carrying and holding on to secrets and burdens, and you're not sharing with one another, okay? And that's okay. I feel like you're meant to separate. We're going to see what the advice about this relationship is, but it says, I rest in the unknown. Change me, divine, into one who respects peacefully. No, one who rests peacefully in the unknown until the right and timely actions are shown. I offer the mystery to you alone. And Burden says, change me, beloved, into one who gratefully receives all the help that you send. Let me release the useless idea that I must carry the burdens alone. Let me trust that you send the right assistance. May I feel worthy and accept it. So maybe, you know, you guys are holding back from one another. Because you're not sharing your emotions. That's the burden, right? It's like you're not allowing each other to help one another. You guys are triggering each other emotionally, and it's like this tension between you guys because there's some type of secret that's coming between y'all. Let me see what that secret is. Hold on. Spirit, what is the secret? What is the secret? What is this energy of the mystery here for this lovers? What is the mystery? Oh my. Hollowed out. Somebody doesn't have feelings. And that's what this is about. Maybe you both aren't expressing your feelings. I just keep getting that. You're hollowed out. There's no feelings, okay? Someone is ice cold in their feelings, and they're going to go through a transformation to where that ice warms up through this volcano, and it becomes a mass eruption of feelings. So it could be you, Libra. It could be your partner. It could be both of you guys, right? That's what's the mystery. That's the secret, that somebody or both of you guys are not really feeling this right now, okay? And I'm sorry if this is triggering you, but you got to be triggered to grow, Spirit's saying, so I'm just going to tell you what they tell me to tell you. All right, so tell me about this dream lover. Maybe you thought this was your dream lover, but now you want to break. Yeah, look, Libra, you could be the one hiding emotions, okay? And that's causing fights between you and this lover. Let me get a drink. My throat just started itching, which means somebody needs to speak their truth. Obviously, this is all about emotions. This is all about emotions, Libra. Not admitting your emotions, not looking at your emotions, not expressing your emotions, okay? Putting on that crab shell, that hard shell, right? Not letting anybody reach that soft side, okay? And you're doing it to protect yourself because there's something in your past that Spirit wants you to give forgiveness to, okay? And so you're going on a solo journey. That's where Spirit's calling you, on a solo journey, to help you balance this out and get in touch with your emotions. I can't make this up, man. Okay, there's hidden emotions around a dream lover. Okay. Yeah, you're being prepared. You got preparedness here. All right, so tell me about the hidden emotions around the dream lover. We're going to look at this lover in just a second, okay? Let me see. Yeah, conversations. Oh, my goodness. This is who you're going to have a conversation with or need to have a conversation with. This person that it's fell on grace. Okay, so this is some type of dream lover here that, you know, I feel like there's grace or there needs to be a conversation of forgiveness between you and this person, Libra, okay, in order for you to release this is what I'm seeing, okay, and you've been thinking about this and it's something from your past. Some of you guys, it's your parents. If it's not a dream lover, it's you having a conversation of grace and forgiveness with your parents, you know, because the parrot, you know, maybe you're a parrot of your parents' experience, right? So recognizing that and having a conversation about it, offering forgiveness and grace to yourself and all others is going to be very important. Excuse me, my throat is itching. Big conversation needs to happen here is what I'm seeing, okay? Anyway, so let me pull this up a little bit. So there's some kind of secret. So the secret is hidden emotion. Somebody's hiding their feelings back in regards to something. What are they hiding their feelings about? So Libra, you or your person, are they happy? About being content, happy. I feel like someone's realizing they're not happy in a situation, but they're scared to speak up, or they've been avoiding speaking up about it. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to be resilient and put on a mask of pure intentions here. Right? They're trying to put on a mask of contentment, and it's bleeding out in triggering ways. It's bleeding out in tensions between this couple here is what I'm seeing. Okay? And so Spirit sees the true intentions, and that's why I feel like you're about to go through this process. Yeah, you're on, that's why you're on this, going through the process journey of the soul, the awakening, to get you into alignment with your pure intentions. And to teach you how to release things that are attachments in your life, how to recognize and release what are attachments in your life to get you on your fated pathway. So let's look at your fated pathway here. Hold on. Let me pull this up, and I want to look at your fated pathway, Libra. Alright, so you're having to walk away. Trust your intuition. Your fated pathway is the pathway of the starfish, divine love. Going with the flow, not controlling, but learning how to go with the flow here. Tell me about fated pathway, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, contentment. Where your fate is to be happy, true contentment, true joy, true happiness in your life. Not a facade of that, right? Yeah, not a facade, not the hollowed out energy. Right now, this is upright, but true contentment, you're going to feel your emotions, right? Hollowed out energy is going to be in reverse, right? You're going to have true happiness, true contentment. You're not going to feel like something's missing. Yeah, this is what you're being illuminated to, Libra. You're being illuminated to this truth, this understanding, right? This is you, right? Look, it says rays of light, and it's the ocean. So you're no longer on the ocean floor. You're in the middle, and you see the light above the surface here. You see it. You're so close. You're right there, all right? But you gotta swish that little fin back and forth to get yourself up there, Spirit's saying. You gotta volunteer to do the work, to do the swimming here. Yeah, you're gonna have to let go of some friendships I'm seeing that you've been loyal to. So you're about to have a whole restructuring, yeah, in order to be protected. So Spirit's protecting you. You're about to go through a whole restructuring when it comes to friendships, okay, partnerships, friends, lovers, family. I don't know, because something's protected. There's something here. What is protected? There's a friendship that you're releasing in order to protect something. Confidence, something, yeah, Spirit wants you to, masculine energy here. So either you and this, so your masculine energy, you and your masculine's energy are protected, or you are a masculine energy and you and your feminine energy is protected, okay? This is a divine love. Divine love came out, right? So it's like having to let go of a friendship, right? Or maybe this current, maybe whatever this situation is that you're realizing you're hollowed out in, you're seeing that it's more of a friendship than a divine love, right? And you're having to get honest with yourself about that. And so as you do that, you're going to see that it's a friendship that you're meant to walk away from, okay? Because there's no feelings. It's like there's no feelings. And then you have a divine partnership here that's protected. Yeah. But first you're going to have to release this energy. The firm foundation, the estrangement. You're going to go through a healing. Yeah, you're going to have to walk through the gateway, the portal of releasing that energy. You're going to have to come off the ocean floor and rise to the top here. Do the swimming, Spirit's saying. Okay? Yeah, testing the waters. Spirit's going to, okay, test the waters, right? Test the waters. Spirit's going to catch you. Marine layer, unclear. So when you're not clear about something, take a leap of faith, I'm hearing. Like, test the waters. What is that? So, your emotions. So oh, Lord have mercy. Libra. So there's a lot of emotions here that you're holding back because you're unclear about testing the waters, like you don't know. It's like you're confused about something here. What is this? What is testing the waters? What is testing the waters? A new career or a new way of life, bringing something to an end for a new exercise. Yes, so there's fear around the new. You got new exercise program, new career, and end of an era. Okay, so there's fear around a new journey. There's fear around, okay, I'm hearing the word complacent, right? Being complacent and calling it contentment, calling it happiness, but deep down, knowing that whatever that is, there's no emotion there. Somebody's hiding back their emotions. Maybe two people are hiding back their emotions, and that something's gonna have to come to an end in order for something new to produce. Whether it's between you two could be lovers that both have to go your separate ways to do some growth, to get in touch with your emotions, or you guys are going to go your separate ways and realize that you're better off friends. Okay, or maybe you guys are, well, I mean, you had friendship in reverse. Some of you guys are looking at each other like, you ain't even my friend right now. Like, that's toxic, right? So if you're looking at your partner who you once loved, right, that you once saw as your happiness, and you're looking at each other with like this energy of, you're my enemy and I can't stand you type energy, then it's time to let it go. It's time to walk away, because that's very toxic, and all it's doing is blocking you and that partner's growth, is what Spirit's saying. Okay, do what you want, but you're going to be supported. You're going to be supported as you make these decisions if you take a leap of faith and you trust in the divine. Okay, trust me, I had to do something similar here, right? And I didn't have a home. I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have a dime to my name, you guys. But God made a way. He made a way every step of the way. I ended up all the way in a whole nother state with nothing to start with. But God got me here. God got me. Now I've got an apartment. I've got a vehicle. I've got a great job. No one gave it to me. God gave it to me. No other person. I didn't have to hold on to someone to be comfortable. I was uncomfortable a few times. It wasn't easy, okay? It was hard. I was going through a dark night of the soul. I was questioning everything. I went through these moments of feeling like, what if it doesn't work out? But then every time I would get into that energy, God would swoop in with this healing, comforting energy of the Holy Spirit and tell me, daughter, just take my hand. Daughter, just take my hand. That's what I heard. Just take my hand. Don't worry. Expect that I will provide for you. When you stop worrying and you release your need to control, that's when I'm going to start opening these doors for you. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. When I stopped fearing, stopped worrying, and I released every single thing that I was trying to hold on so tight to, when I released it and said, I just let it fall. It is what it is. Whatever it is, it will be. And I don't need to control. It's out of my control. I have no real power. It's all you, God. And that's when he started guiding me, instead of me trying to make decisions based on what I thought I needed or wanted. Okay? Just a little tidbit there. Because I feel like this is what you're about to go through, or you could currently be going through this, some of you guys. But anyway, so it's time to bring an end of an era. So tell me about walking away. What's this walking away? One more on walking away. Yeah, Spirit's saying have the courage. I can't make this up. If you have the courage to walk away from these attachments that you've already been thinking about, Spirit's already talking to you through your intuition about, it's time to just move with grace. Okay, it's time to, there's some kind of family change here that there's no cooperation in, and it's blocking someone or more than one person from getting centered in their emotions. Right? Taking their power back, spiritual power back from growing. Spirit wants you to have courage to walk away from this attachment, okay? What's going to happen when you do? When you have this courage, I mean, Spirit's going to take care of you no matter what. But what else? What's coming in for Libra when they have the courage? A new life, self-employment. You're going to be taken care of. You're not going to be dependent on someone else to do it for you, except for the Most High Divine, okay? You're going to be provided for, Libra. But you got to take that courage and grab God's hands, babe. Okay? That's what you're being asked to do. Let go of your way for his way. Okay? The higher way, the only way, the true way. And until that happens, you probably are going to experience some shakeups in your world, some towers, some foundations, some tensions. Okay? Happening in your world. That's just the way the divine works to get your attention. Okay? Is what I'm seeing. Spirit's calling me to read out of the hero's journey for you, Libra. So let's see what I can, and then we're going to close this out. What do you want to read for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Okay, you've got stand up and be recognized. It's time to shine, Libra. Okay? You had starfish earlier, right? It's time for you to stand up and be recognized. Stand up and join your soul tribe. Shine your light, baby. Look, we got a couple in the middle standing tall and strong, and then you got all these other little couples and people around them shining their light up towards the sky. It says, "Behold, you are the inspiration that you've been looking for. You are the inspiration you've been looking for." And it's a 40, and fours are about releasing. Holding on to things too tight or needing to release something. That's what fours represent. So you have stand up and be recognized. So it's going to come with you having to have courage to release. Release your attachments, release your fears, release your doubts, release the need to know and control, right? And truly just let the divine open each doorway for you. Help the divine's telling you to rise up out of that ocean floor, babe. Okay? And poke your head up above the surface there and look at the grand, beautiful world that's actually around you. A world that you've been closed off to, that they want you to get centered in your emotions and your perceptions of grace and the world around you so that you can see. Eyes that see, baby. Eyes that see is what I'm hearing. Stand up and be recognized. It says, "I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his or her dreams and endeavors to live the life which he or she has imagined, he or she will meet with a success unexpected in common hours." You got an uncommon destiny here. Okay? Spirit's saying if you take the courage, they're going to surpass your expectations. Okay, some of you guys have had prophetic dreams when you were younger. Y'all had prophetic dreams and visions of what you were going to be, right, when you grow up. But along the way, you gave up on those dreams, Spirit's saying. But those dreams are still true today. They're just waiting on you to take that, to break out of the matrix, to break out of your way, and to have courage to take the divine's hand so that you can move forward to your fated pathway, the dreams that they gave you long ago. Here's the message. In the dance of life, sometimes you move toward your purpose. Sometimes you move away. And when the stars align, you receive your reward. Outward recognition of an inward quest can be a jubilant affair, and yet it can be its own challenge. If you've been focusing on the essence of the quest itself, for its own sake, not for the applause, ask yourself what you shall do with your ego during this time of recognition. There is nothing wrong with your ego getting a pat on the back because it has come through this journey too as a passenger, not a driver. Okay, you're being given the keys as the driver to your experience, your soul's experience, okay? Recognition is code for resonance. It says that what you stand for rings a bell in people's hearts and inspires them. The best part of this privilege is in being an inspiration for others to either join your quest or to reach deep within themselves and find their own quests. Okay, and the dream symbolism speaks of an award. So receiving an award, you're going to receive an award if you do what Spirit's asking you to do here. Dreams of an award or reward speak of your feelings of self-worth. Congratulations! This milestone is celebrating the great strides you have made. Take a deep breath. Acknowledge this breakthrough. Relish in your value and allow it to nurture you into an even fuller reason for recognition next time around. Here's your mantra. I am a powerful giver and a receiver of recognition. So Spirit's asking you to recognize your true self, okay? Is what they're asking you to do. And you're going to receive a reward, but you're going to have to break free from this attached energy that could be messing with your self-esteem because it's like somebody's hiding emotions here. I feel like there's two people that are out of touch with emotions trying to have a relationship here. And there's no blame game. There's grace for each other, Spirit saying have grace for one another, but look to other possibilities so that you can both grow. And you, Libra, are receiving a reward for being courageous. So I don't know where you're at on the timeline with this completely yet, but Spirit's, you'll know where you're at, okay? Either you've already gone through what we've talked about and you're at this energy of voluntarily speaking of your emotions, owning your emotions, right? You're at this end part. You've already walked away from these attachments, or you're at the very beginning and you're learning about grace. And in the meantime, you're being triggered by a relationship that has some secrets, right? That has some secret burdens. And it's got to do with holding emotions back. And not feeling safe enough to express emotions with your partner, and then realizing that you guys aren't even friends actually. You don't even like each other right now. That doesn't mean forever. It just means there needs to be a break so y'all can heal. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. So only take it if it resonates. I love you guys. Please like, share, or subscribe. Please leave comments. Let me know how this resonated with you guys in your story and your journey and where you're at on the journey, okay? This could be Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. So, yeah, I love you guys. Bye, beautifuls.